Today we're going to be making a Christmas folder for our planner, so if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Cecilia and this is Creatively Gracious. Today I'm going to be sharing how you can make a quick and easy folder for your planner. The one I'm going to be making today is going to be for my Christmas planner, but you can really make any type of folder for your planner. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need is, you can use a folder that you currently have as a template. You're going to need a paper trimmer, your punch, some adhesive, and then some cardstock. And like I mentioned, the cardstock that I have here is going to be Christmas, is for Christmas, but that's what I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to put this stuff out of the way, and I will get that back when I need it here. So let me get all this stuff up on my paper trimmer. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So this is what we're going to do. So I have 3 sheets of cardstock. This one, and this came from a paper pack from Michaels some time ago. And then I have this one here. This one is a Paper Studio, so that probably came from Hobby Lobby. And then this one came from that same paper pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut each sheet individually. And I'm going to actually use this little present here on the pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this way, and because I want to be able to create the front and back from one sheet here. So I'm just going to take this and we're going to measure it. If you don't have the folder, let me see what the size is here, just to show you what the size is. It looks like it's a little bit less than, well, no, it's about 7. So it's a little like probably a pinch less than a 7. No, it actually is 7. So let's go ahead and do 7. So I'm going to cut this at 7. Oh, let's see, how do I want to do this? It has to go this way. Oh, and what I wanted to mention, because I'm going to keep this, I don't want to cut it all the way through. So I need to, and that's only because I'm going to keep this little piece here. So I don't want to cut it all the way through. So I am going to measure this back. And I'm going to put this back and measure it this way, because I do not want mine to be cut all the way through. And I probably should have done it the other way. Okay, so let's do it this way. And I'm going to get it as close as possible here. And I probably should paper clip it. Let me grab a paper clip. I'm going to put this paper clip here only so it doesn't move too much. And you don't have to do this, but because I'm trying not to cut that other piece off, I'm going to do it this way. It'll be easier if you're not trying to, if you don't have to worry about that other piece there. So this is what I'm going to do. And you'll see why I don't want to cut all the way through there in just a second. Whoops. So I'm going to come here, and it just moved, but I think, ooh, I didn't even make sure I had it straight. So I think that's good. And now I'm going to put it this way. And that paper clip is not going to hold it right. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to keep this little piece right here. So you don't have to do that. You can just measure it. And I didn't give you the measurement for this one. And this is not going through because of the folder is too thick. So let me move that out of the way. Let me move that out of the way, and I'm going to try to gauge it here. It's probably going to be 9 1/4, I would assume, because that's how big it is. Yep, that looks about right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it just like this, because I don't want to have to cut. And I don't want to go past that line that I cut. So see, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get it just like that. And now you're going to see why. Let me go ahead and cut the rest of these pages, and then you'll see why I was trying to get it like that. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. So let me get this here. I'm going to go ahead and trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's do it from this angle. So I want to make sure that I'm measuring it the same size. And yeah, well, I actually cut it just a little bit before 7, so mine's probably going to be a little short. But I'm going to have to stick with that size now because that's the size I did. So this one I don't have to worry about that little print, so I just cut it straight through. And that's what I was talking about, because I'm only trying to save that picture that's there, because I'm going to use that little picture. That's why I was trying not to cut through it. And you'll see right now when I get this cut what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to use this as the back. I'm going to set it like this. Okay, so there's that. And let me cut the last piece. And then this piece I'm going to have to do... Well, this piece, no, we're not going to cut that piece yet. We're going to wait on that one. So let's go back to this one, and you'll see exactly why I wanted to not cut that. So this is what my thought is. So you see how this has the folder pocket? I want to use this piece as the folder pocket. So that's why I was trying so hard not to cut it, because what I'm going to do now is come here, and you see I'm making that outline because I want to make the indentation of where I'm going to cut it. And I could use something probably like, let me think. Maybe I could use this to dent it in more instead of my finger. And you could measure this out and just cut it that way. But because I am doing it this way, I wanted to, and let me tell you real quick. Let me see if I can tell you the measurements now that I got the indentions there. So there, it is about 6. It's about 6 1/4. It's a little bit over 6 1/4. And then the height, let's see, the height is, if I can get this here, is about 5 3/4. So that's what that is. And now I'm just gonna, let me see what's the best way to cut this. I want to cut it here at an angle like this. So I'm gonna have to, let me go ahead and cut this from here. So I'm gonna need that cut off. And now I'm just gonna take this here and line it up as straight as I can. I can't tell though. I'm gonna have to cut this piece. Let's cut this piece first so that I can see the other piece. So again, I'm just trying to use this piece here, so that makes it easier for me. But you could just measure your folder, and I gave you the measurements that I just measured, but I would recommend measuring your own just to make sure you got the right measurements. Okay, so this is going to be this piece here. And look, it did work perfect. So that's that piece. It's a little bit bigger, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind it being a little bit bigger. And then we are going to move this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut this piece the same way, but, oh, how are we going to do this? This has to go this way. So we're going to cut it this way, and it's going to be on the different edge, but I'm okay with that. I don't think I had another one. Let me just look at my paper real quick. And this is the paper pad that I used. It's an old one. I've used it before. So that's what it looks like. I'm just looking to see if there was anything else that I can put on the inside. I've actually used a lot of it, so you can see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that would probably work better, since that's going to be on the other side. But like I said, I use so much of it that, it's all falling out here. Let me move that out of the way. Let's see. I was thinking about using this, but it is too short. So we'll just go ahead and go on with this one. I'm just going to have to clean up all that mess that I just made. So this one, since it's going to come here, we are going to, let's do it this way. So I don't need it to go all the way to the edge. I just need it to go there. So I'm going to measure that. So let's put this here. And I'll tell you the measurements once again here. That looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, I just moved it. Yeah, I moved it out of the way. I think that still works. Okay, so I'm going to cut it there. Get that out of the way. And then we're going to do the same thing for this. We're just going to, oh, this is going to be different. I have to cut a piece off from the bottom because it's going to be too tall. So now I'm just going to cut a piece, and it doesn't matter how big, as long as I don't cut the presents off. And you'll see why, because I don't want it to be too tall where it cuts off. It looks like I need another sliver of it. So I'm just going to cut as close as I can to the bottom of these presents here. Just so that it's, yeah, just like that. And the reason I cut that is because, see, now it fits here. When I angle, when I do this, it's going to fit there. So let me go ahead and find the curve there. Ooh. And then we're going to cut this. You know what? I better go this way, I think. Well, either way, it doesn't matter because either way, it has a little piece there that's going to be in the way. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like that. And then now we have the back side. So now we have the back side, so look how cute that's going to be. So now what we are going to do, we have the front and the back. I'm going to put this on the front, I think. Or should I put the, let's see. No, I have to do it that way because that's the way I cut it. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to use some adhesive tape to put this together. And when I put things together, I don't actually put a lot of tape. I just kind of put it here and there just so that it will adhere. I don't go like all the way through here is what I'm saying. I just put enough to hold it. So let's make sure I have this right. And we're going to try to get it as even as possible with my shaky hands here. I think I might have went too low. Oh, let's see, what did I do? Or this paper is cut too big. Yeah, I went a little bit low there. You can only see it here, so I don't know if I should cut it. Or, you know what, when I put this on, you're not really going to see it. Well, you can still see it. Let me cut that little piece off. I'm just going to use those scissors. I may have cut that other page a little bit bigger than this one. But that's okay, look. That's perfectly fine. So now we have that. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to put this here. So let me see the other side. Where's the other one? Yeah, see, this one's going to have to go to the other side. And that's okay. So we're going to leave this like this. And you see, the design does go in the opposite direction, but I'm okay with that because in order to make two pieces out of this, I had to do it that way. So it doesn't bother me one bit that it's like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive on it, but we're not going to put adhesive in the middle. We're just going to put adhesive around the side. So like here. So all the way up to the corner here and then onto the side. Don't make the mistake that I first made when I made my first pocket folder, and I put adhesive all the way on the back, but we don't want to do that. And then you're going to need it right here on this side. So you just need it, whoops, I got it on the paper. You're just going to need it on the edges, okay? So I made the mistake of putting adhesive on the entire thing at first, and that was a big no-no. I was able to take it off though, so it wasn't too big of a deal. So, and then I want to get it lined up here with that line. So we're going to do it just like that. And then if you have any pieces that are hanging out, that's okay. You could just come back and cut them and trim them up. So like this piece right here, I might trim that. I may just leave it like that. It's really pretty. So there's that. And then we're going to come back to this side. And now we're going to put this one over here to this side. You know what? Let me go ahead and trim this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and trim this little piece before I put the other one on, because I do see a little lip here. Okay, so look how cute that is. I just went ahead and trimmed it up just a tad bit here, not too much. Now we're going to go to the other side and we're going to do the same. We're just going to put adhesive on the sides. Remember not to put it just on these three sides, the two sides, and then the bottom. We don't want to do the top because that's where we are going to put our little items in. And now we're just going to line this up as close as we can. Okay. And then there you have it. You have a little pocket there. You have a little pocket there. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my Happy Planner hole punch. And we're going to go ahead and punch this. So this is a classic size, so we're going to try to get it right in here in these classic lines, and we're going to give it a punch. And then look how cute that is. You have a Christmas folder. Let me get my planner. Well, I don't have my planner in here, but I'll show you using a different planner just so you can see what it looks like, okay? I'm just going to show you what it looks like using this planner here. So let's just stick it in here. And look how cute. Now you have a Christmas folder to add to your Christmas planner. You can use this with any type of cardstock. It doesn't have to be Christmas based. It's just when you need a folder, you can just come and make a quick folder using your cardstock that you have. So let me move this back out of the way. And the reason I wanted to share this with you guys is because I do not have a Christmas folder to use for my upcoming Christmas planner. So I wanted to make one, and I think this one came out really cute using the plaid in the back and then using this gold here. So just get creative and make your own Christmas planner. And if you do, be sure to share in the comments how your folder turned out, because I think this is just a cute idea and I wanted to share it with you since I'd be making one anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. Stay creative, be gracious, and I will share again with you soon.